What am I noticing? How can I build on this? What can I do to deepen my listening? How can I become even more of a contribution? When did you last ask yourself the same questions? It is not just about playing the notes well, but listening to what's emerging in the spaces in between. In the business space we currently operate within, playing the notes is simply no longer enough. Reliance upon banging out as many notes as you can is a high-risk strategy that most cannot afford to take. Yet still, many organizations continue to focus on developing only the behaviors and skills that fit with the old story, where the number of notes played in a day was the measure of success. It has all changed. The audience is now demanding that we deliver a more relevant and up-to-date story. Just recently, I read in the paper that John Cridland, Director General of the CBI, has written a hard-hitting report recommending that schools and the government pay far greater attention to developing the attitude and character of children while in education. The past and current focus is on exam results. More knowledge, more learning, and more tick boxes. Yet employers believe that an agile mind, emotional intelligence, and the desire to go the extra mile are most important. Skills are much easier to instill if the attitude to learn and upgrade yourself is in place. Here's the thing. Much of what you do already works well. It must, or you wouldn't have got this far in life. The question for you, though, is this. Will it be enough to take you beyond where you are now in order that you can play with extraordinary? The attitude and behaviors that made you good will not be the same ones that make you extraordinary. Doing more of the same will not unleash your success. Ideas spread. Over the past 15 years, I've worked across the globe as a consultant and coach to some of the world's biggest organizations, helping them to jolt their own thinking, jolting them to be bold and to start embracing this new world, shaking up their thinking and the action that they take, offering them a new lens to look through, encouraging them to dare more, cajoling them to make new choices rather than play out old habits simply because it did work that way once, in 1874. In simple terms, provoking them to adopt a more artful approach, thereby creating the choice to elevate towards something extraordinary. Having witnessed my own clients now begin to exceed their audience's expectations, have happier people amongst their workforce, and generate more extraordinary moments than ordinary ones, I think that is now the time for the jolt to ripple further. I want this thinking to go viral. I want to start a revolution where more people can begin to flirt with extraordinary. The route to that exists here, through Jolt. This is your Jolt. Like anything worth having, though, it's good to share it with others. I ask you to pass this Jolt on. Jolt yourself. Jolt your team. Jolt your manager. Jolt your culture. Doing all this will, in turn, jolt your audience, meaning that you remain on their radar for all the right reasons. An artful approach. During your life, at some point and in some way, you will have been touched by the arts. A play, a piece of dance, a song, an orchestra, a singer, an actor or an actress, a film, a painting. It will have moved you. It will have created a connection and provoked a response. It will have been extraordinary. It will have offered you a jolt. Now take a moment to consider what it might have been that made it so extraordinary for you. What was it about the performer? How was it they connected with you? What did it jolt you from and to? What made the difference between that experience being an ordinary one and an extraordinary one? I frequently ask these questions of my clients, and without exception, each one has admitted a profound effect when they experienced extraordinary